I don't mind editing. That's a weird word.
It's a weird word. Hey, it's Megan
And Sue,
the Spine Breakers, and today we are going to do the Booktube Real Talk tag.
And we were not tagged by anyone to my knowledge. Nobody's tagging us and stuff. Whatever, it's fine.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
Actually, I think someone tagged us in something recently.
Oh, never mind that. So we were not tagged in it, but we saw that Allie over at Hardback Hoarder did it, and we thought it sounded fun and like an easy tag to do because we don't plan our videos in advance.
Yeah,
and
we need to start doing that.
We need to start doing that. So
also, I need to start writing down when people tag us because I know that Mindy tagged us in something on Twitter recently, and then I think somebody else did too. But I don't write things down and then I forget. So maybe someone did tag us in this. If you did, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're
but
sorry.
I don't think anyone's tagged us in this one that I can recall. Anyway.
We are not organized booktubers, so.
Yeah. We're not organized people in general. At least I'm not.
I'm fairly organized, mostly just at work. In real life, I'm only moderately organized.
I think, yeah, I'm not organized anywhere because I work in my house. And probably if I worked elsewhere, I would be more organized. But anyway. So this tag was created by Books with Alyssa J. So we'll link her video below.
Yes. So let's dive into these questions.
Yeah.
So question 1, what's something nobody told you about Booktube before you started your channel?
Probably like how time consuming it is. I was gonna say how much hard work it is. And I mean it is hard work, but mostly the time thing. Because it's like editing videos takes time. Recording videos takes time, but then with Booktube it's like you have to
also
spend a lot of time reading and stuff to have content
to talk about
for your videos. So it is very time consuming to keep it up and be consistent and have like things to talk about.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I would agree with that.
And that's something I didn't really think a whole lot about before starting the channel.
Nor I was like, yep, sounds good, let's do it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I was going to say, because I was going to say editing. Like, I was not prepared for editing. I am not remotely tech savvy, so when we were trying to figure out the whole editing thing, Sue edits all of our videos now, but we used to, like, take turns editing them, and I'm terrible at it. And also, it takes me forever. So, she took it over, but I do not find that enjoyable.
I kind of like doing it sometimes because, like, I mean, that's what I do, you know, by trade. I'm an editor. I edit text instead of videos, but it's kind of the same concept where you're, like, taking something and making it better, and I like doing that.
That's fair. That's fair. It's just the technology component because, like, man, I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I would like to get better at editing and use better editing software because right now I mostly still just use Movie Maker. Because that's easy and it's what I know, but it's not the best, obviously. It's not good at all, really. But I use, I don't know why I'm saying all this, but if I want to, like, put pictures in, I use HitFilm, which is free, which is nice.
Right.
But it's also, like, I don't know how to fucking use it. Like, it took me forever to figure out just how to, like, import my video properly.
Oh, jeez.
And then took me forever to figure out how to add the pictures in, and like it was an ordeal.
Also, my laptop's really old and it kind of sucks, and I think that's part of my technological difficulties with editing.
Question 2 is, what is your opinion on typical Booktube videos, like wrap-ups, TBRs, hauls, etc.?
I like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I like them because...
You okay? Do you need a break?
No, I just got like...
crying. You got really emotional
I got really emotional about editing. I don't like it. Call my
You're
mom.
having flashbacks.
Yeah, like editing flashbacks. That like far off stare. Editing. Yeah, I just had something in my eye box. So I like them. I like them because I like to see somebody talk about multiple videos because I don't have a great attention span.
Multiple books.
Yeah. Multiple books. I haven't even been drinking, so yeah, multiple books because I don't have the greatest attention span. So like, the more books you can cover in a single sitting, the more likely I am to watch more of the video. Well, that and like with with videos that talk about single books or things like that, I don't want spoilers if I haven't read the book. But so I like the typical videos, but I also like the kind of out of the box, like creative videos people come up with too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think those kinds of videos, your typical videos, are kind of like the backbone of Booktube, really. I mean,
the bread and butter.
Obviously, you don't have to do them, but most Booktubers do, and it's kind of a, like we just mentioned,
mm-hmm.
Booktube's really time-consuming, so it's nice to have, like, your scheduled
mm-hmm.
videos that you know you're going to do each month or
mm-hmm.
whatever. And, you know, those do tend to be, at least initially, the most popular videos. Like,
right.
people enjoy watching them, and so I don't think there's anything wrong with making them.
No.
Obviously, like...
No, I think they're kind of a staple,
not?
And
yeah,
I dig them. So what is an assumption you had about Booktube before you joined? Was it proven to be correct or not?
I don't really know that I had any assumptions about Booktube. I suppose I thought it seemed like a really welcoming, nice community,
mm-hmm.
and I will say that for the most part, I've been proven right. In fact, it was even more welcoming than
mm-hmm.
I was expecting, but it has had its moments.
Yeah.
Of not being very welcoming or very, of just having, you know, drama or
right.
whatever. We've never experienced it directed at us.
No.
Thankfully.
No.
But it's, you know, it happens
it
where
exists.
people kind of gang up on someone.
Right.
For the most part, I would say Booktube is probably one of the nicest,
mm-hmm.
Communities on YouTube, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I would agree with that. I don't know that I had many assumptions about Booktube, like in general, before we started our channel. I assumed no one would want to watch us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did gain subscribers more quickly than I was expecting as well.
Yeah, because I was like, we just kind of dick around and talk about random shit, so like I didn't anticipate that a lot of, you know, but so I was surprised about that. But yeah, I don't know that I had assumptions about Booktube in general, really.
Yeah. Question 4, what is something you've done that has actually helped you grow your audience?
We have noticed that like when we're more interactive, mm-hmm. it grows our audience.
For sure.
Sue is a lot better about this than I am. But yeah, like just responding to comments and commenting on other people's videos and
yeah, and I think that's why like the past like year and a half or so of our channel, it really stopped growing
mm-hmm.
very fast at all. Like our first 2 years on Booktube, we gained like 1,000 subscribers a year about,
mm-hmm.
and then our third year I think we gained about 500. Yeah. So it like cut in half. And I think it was because like we kind of fell off of being super interactive.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like for me, part of it is that I've realized that I have a lot of anxiety around like that form of communication,
mm-hmm.
which is not good considering what my degree is in.
That's fair.
But because I was thinking about this the other day, because I saw someone on Twitter say that they were going to start unfollowing people who never respond to comments. And I get that.
Yeah.
I totally get it.
Yeah.
It is kind of shitty to never respond or interact with your
people.
subscribers.
Right.
But I was thinking about like why I've had such an issue with doing that,
mm-hmm.
because like of course I read all the comments and I appreciate all the comments, but I've had a hard time responding to them. And I've realized that it's like social anxiety,
mm-hmm.
and for most people they come to the internet I think as like a relief from
mm-hmm.
social anxiety, and for me I almost think I have more social anxiety
mm-hmm.
on the internet because I think because I have a degree in technical writing,
right,
that I feel like I have to be perfect when I
mm-hmm.
write, or else people are going to be like, wow, what a fucking
Sue.
Idiot, how did you get a degree in that? And then 2, you can't tell how someone's going to interpret
what you
write or
mm-hmm.
how they receive that.
Right.
And then when you're face to face, you can see
right.
their
you
reaction.
kind of read their body language and see how they're
and
taking
so
it.
I think I actually have less anxiety with speaking to someone face to face
mm-hmm.
than I do with speaking to someone on the internet.
Yeah, I feel the same way that you do about it. Like I have a lot of anxiety about doing it. Like, and I think part of it too is that like I interact with people all day at work.
Mm-hmm.
Like my job is constant interaction.
Yeah.
And so it's hard for me to want to continue to do that. Like,
right.
you know, when I get home from work, because there's a lot of pressure, because of what I do, there's a lot of pressure for me to be very interactive and to be, you know, very intentional and invested in the interactions that I have. And so it takes a lot of energy because I'm a fucking introvert. And so it's hard to keep that going.
Yeah.
Like,
and I have to, like, force myself to respond to emails at work because I have that same, like, anxiety about responding to emails. And especially at work, it's even worse because a lot of the people I email are from other countries. I don't want to say something that they're going to interpret because, you know, different cultures and things. So it's like...
That's tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very tricky.
So, anyway. And even though I'm sure most people would be like, oh, she's American, she probably doesn't, you know,
right,
like most people probably, even if I did, for some reason, say some sort of faux pas or whatever in an email, they'd probably just be like... And I... sometimes it blows my mind what people will write to a stranger. Because, like, I emailed this guy, I don't remember what for, something for my job. Never met him, never spoke to the guy... you know, and he emailed me back, and I remember, I think we were publishing his paper, and the deadline for, like, him to send me corrections was September 11th. He made a September 11th joke in the email he sent back to me, and I was just kind of like, bro, like,
dude,
you don't make a September 11th joke to a stranger.
No. Feel out your audience first,
yeah,
man.
I was like...
Not cool.
I was just kind of, like, taken aback, like, did this... strange, like, man who doesn't know me
just make this joke?
Just make this joke? Like, I don't know. It just kind of...
Weird.
Yeah.
I'm amazed at the things that people will email, like, in a professional setting. Like, I get some emails from other professionals, and I'm like, did you not proofread this?
Yeah.
Like, did you not read my entire email that I sent you? Well,
yeah. Anyway.
Continuing.
So, did we even really answer the question?
We did, yeah.
Yeah, so I think being interactive helped our audience grow. And also just kind of being, like, our authentic selves.
Yeah.
You know, like,
this is
we
just
sit here and cuss like sailors and drink beer most of the time. Today we're drinking coffee because I'm being a health nut this week.
Sue's being healthy, so we're drinking coffee.
We probably shouldn't be drinking coffee at 8:30 p.m.
It's fine. I went to bed at, like, right before 8 o'clock last night, so I feel like it's fine. It was like 7:45 or some shit, and I was out for the night.
Yeah.
So I feel good. I feel good about staying up late.
Okay.
I feel great. I mean, this is cup of coffee number 2 this evening.
I've had a lot of coffee today. I need to drink some water at some point.
Need some water. Okay, so what is a common mistake you see new booktubers making, or one that you made?
I don't know if I have an answer, really. I mean...
We had really poor lighting when we started.
Oh, that's
I mean,
true.
and our lighting's still not great, but, like,
our first video on our channel, don't go look at it.
Don't go watch it.
Our first video looked pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Because we were like, what's lighting?
We don't know what lighting is. I can see
We had no idea what we were doing.
No idea.
And, you know, the video quality isn't everything, but it's nice to at least have good lighting.
It is, yeah.
So, maybe film in front of a window or not. I think it was like nighttime and we were just like in your living room and it was so dark, but we didn't know. Like,
we didn't realize.
We didn't know that it was going to be that dark. So yeah, maybe that.
Yeah, I think that's probably...
Don't film in a dark dungeon.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't really know. I mean, I feel like everyone kind of learns as they go along,
Yeah, I think so.
Question 6. What are your thoughts on working with publishers and sponsorships?
I think it's cool if you get the opportunity to do that, as long as you kind of stay true to who you are and what you want your channel to be.
Yeah.
So I don't think you should let it change your opinions or your style or the way that you do things in any way, but, like, I think it's cool to have sponsorship.
Yeah. And, I can sometimes understand why people get, like, upset about sponsorships, because there have been times, I know in the past, there's been times whenever, like, several bigger booktubers will all get sponsored by the same publisher wanting them to promote the same book at the same time. And it's just, like, tiresome.
Too much. You get
To
inundated.
see the same thing over and over and over again. And it gets a little suspicious if they all loved the book,
Yeah.
you know?
Do you think Booktube is dying?
I don't think so. I feel like it's the opposite, kind of. I mean, they just did the Booktube panel with Michelle Obama.
Which is boss as fuck.
And I feel like it's getting a lot more publicity, I guess,
Yeah.
So I think more people are learning about it all the time.
And I think that's pretty sweet.
Yeah. And more people are joining all the time.
Which is awesome. So yeah, I don't think it's dying.
All right. And then last is tag some people.
Who do we want to tag?
Sarcasm and Sci-Fi.
Let us do that thing.
Let's tag Book Invasion. Have you done this?
If you haven't done this, we tag you. Curly Books?
Yeah, we're tagging you because you just liked one of my photos on Instagram
While we were doing this. So tag you're it, girl.
Tag you're it. And then let's tag Mindy.
Yeah.
All right. So thanks for watching.
Our real talk over coffee.
Yeah, let us know if you agree or disagree with anything we said.
Yeah. And if you want to do this and we didn't tag you, then fucking do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lately, we've just been doing whatever tags we want.
We just do. We
haven't
just went
noticed.
rogue. Yeah, we went rogue. So
yeah.
Yeah. So that's it for us this evening, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.